guys, it's Jessie, and I just finished the book The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and oh my gosh, this is such a good book. Like, I was going in just thinking it's like another YA book with like, you know, romance in it, with them competing to death, who's a better magician, but it's more than that. Erin Morgenstern, her writing is like so elegant and like melts like not butter, that doesn't sound elegant, like coconut oil, I guess. It melts right away. It's like so smooth, and so like, oh my gosh, it's such a good book. I love it. Like I said, this book is about two teens, well, a girl and a boy, Marco and Celia, and they are picked as competitors from a very young age. And the way that they grow up is that they are being taught how to compete for the competition when they get older. And when they're like growing up and learning how to do magic, there's like different people who come into the story along with it, and by chapter, Celia and Marco grow up. Like, I thought going into this book that's just about the two people competing in the circus, which is the circus is not just a circus. A circus is for Celia and Marco to see which one is the better magician or illusionist, but everybody else in the circus thinks it's just a circus. But they don't know that there's more of a deal going on for the circus. And it's just such a good book. Like, it's a page turner. I feel like this is gonna be a classic book. It's so good. I love it. It's so magical, and it's like cake. It's so good. If you haven't read the book yet, go read it. Trust me, go read it. You will love it. It's so good. There's a romance, there's not betrayal, there's like discouragement, and there's like complicated feelings and just complicatedness with everybody around, and figuring it out step by step what's going on, and like realizing that it's not just a circus. It's amazing. Go read it. And if you haven't read it, don't watch any further because there will be spoilers. Just warning you, just being fair. When I was first reading it, I thought it was gonna be like more Celia and Marco talking. I imagine like wands and like casting spells and like, you know, the glitter of the magic happening, like Sleeping Beauty with like the fairy godmothers when they're like changing the dress from pink to blue. I imagine like that, like a really like intense competition going on, but it's not like that at all. It seems slow at first, but it's like a train. It takes slow first, but then when it gets going, it gets going. And when it went to Bailey, I was like, wait, who is this? Wait, I don't understand what's going on. Go back to Celia and Marco or whatever, but there's a reason. Like, I didn't know why Bailey was so needed in this book until the very end of it, which makes sense, but I didn't expect like different people to be involved in this. Like I said, I thought it was just gonna be Marco and Celia, but different chapters follow different characters in the circus around who are involved in it or attached to it or attached to it in some way. It follows them around, which at first I thought wasn't like really necessary, but now that I finished it, it was necessary. It went along with the story so good. The guy in the gray suit really bothered me for some reason. Like, I know he was like Marco's teacher or instructor, but I didn't like him. There was just something off about him. Like, his vibe, I didn't like. I felt so heartbroken for Celia and Marco when they're together and that they kiss or they touch, like something happens that's not good to the circus, and it just complicates things. And I'm like, oh my god, why did this have to be the complication in the circus of what the instructors made it complicated for them? Why did they have to do that? Why do they have to like know that they're gonna fall for each other but forbid them from it? One of them has to die basically to win the competition, and so that involves not getting involved with each other, and it was just so aggravating to me. I'm like, oh my god, there's got to be some loophole in it. I kept thinking, and it was so sad when Celia was like trying to keep her distance from Marco because she knew it was the right thing to do, but it hurt her too. And I'm just like, oh my god. And how they're bound to the circus with that ring burned on their finger, like Marco had it burned on his finger too, but when the circus traveled without him, it wouldn't burn him. But when Celia tried to like not go with the circus, it burned her, so she had to go along with the circus. I guess they had different. Celia's father had her like that, had her ring do that to her, and the man in the gray suit have the ring do that to Marco too, to keep them separated. But even though Marco was like the assistant to Chandris, even though he was keeping all the books together for the circus, basically Celia was running the circus by herself. She was trying to keep everything together when she was breaking herself, because she wanted to be with Marcos also, but that would also break the circus even more. Jeez, that's a lot of stress. And I love that the circus had a fandom of its own. For the life of me, I cannot pronounce their name, but it's like one of the words in the circus title, you know? It's the Revors, but it had a fandom of its own. Like, they all dressed in black. It had like the strikingly scarlet scarf or a scarlet flower or whatever little scarlet touch to it, like their red lips, and they had like black and white or gray on, and like that was like their fandom signature style. I felt like one of those people in the fandoms. Like, I felt so attached to them because they were like so obsessed with the circus, and I'm like, I'm with you on that. On how this book ended, I wasn't too pleased with how it ended, like how Celia and Marco came to be together at the end. Like, I thought it was gonna be like an intense competition of them with like bright lights flashing or whatever, like intense stuff, but it was Celia just handing over the circus to Bailey in the end, and he had to throw things into the bonfire thing. I was kind of disappointed in the ending of how it ended. It was just so subtle to me, and I was expecting like it to be so intense when they're fighting to win, even though they're trying to find a loophole. I feel like there could have been something that Celia was like holding on to Marco and trying to keep herself together too, along with destroying the game, I guess, destroying the bond, destroying the attachment that they're attached to. Like, I was expecting more of like a wand battle or like a magic battle or something like that. It just really, the ending left me disappointed, but it was still really good. I loved it. It wasn't the best ending. I feel like Erin could have made it a better ending than what she did for it, because when you think of like two teens like competing to win the competition, you think of like something intense with like, especially with magicians in it, you think of something intense and not something as like subtle. That's why I was kind of disappointed in it, but all in all, I love this book so much. And when I choose for it to be either a TV show or a movie, I feel like this would be so good as a TV show, but not as a movie. I can see it being more as a TV show like American Horror Story is, Once Upon a Time is, Game of Thrones is. I can imagine this being turned into a TV series like The 100 is also. And The Vampire Diaries and The Pretty Little Liars and Gossip Girl. I can really see this being turned into a TV series because it'd be so good. Oh my god, I can just picture it now. So that's it for my book review on this book. Like I said, I can't say it any much more than I already have. I freaking love this book and you should read it. Like and subscribe if you want more videos by me. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!